A wave of uncertainty federal layoffs impact the Washington, D.C. metro area. The federal government is a cornerstone of the Washington, D.C. metro area's economy. Thousands of individuals rely on federal jobs for their livelihoods. Recently, a wave of layoffs initiated by the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, has sent shockwaves through the region. These layoffs have created widespread uncertainty and anxiety among federal workers. Families are grappling with the sudden loss of income and benefits. Local businesses that depend on federal employees are bracing for a potential downturn. The situation is dire and the long-term consequences are still unfolding. This is not just a story about numbers, it's about people. It's about the single parent who now worries about putting food on the table. It's about the family facing the prospect of losing their home. It's about the dreams and aspirations put on hold due to this unexpected turn of events. The layoffs are a stark reminder of the human cost of government policies. As we delve deeper into this issue, we will explore the magnitude of these layoffs, their impact on the region, and the challenges faced by those directly affected. Quantifying the impact, job losses, and geographic distribution, federal layoffs are significant with up to 450,000 jobs cut nationwide. Washington, D.C., home to nearly 500,000 federal employees, is hit hardest. Thousands in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia have received layoff notices. This will ripple through the region's economy. California and Texas are also experiencing job losses. The layoffs underscore a national concern. Ripple effects, economic and social consequences of layoffs. The economic and social consequences of these layoffs are multifaceted and far-reaching. The immediate impact is felt by the laid-off workers themselves, who face financial hardship, loss of health insurance, and the daunting task of finding new employment. The ripple effects, however, extend far beyond the individual level. Local businesses that rely on the spending power of federal employees are already experiencing a decline in revenue. Restaurants, retailers, and service providers are all feeling the pinch. Moreover, the layoffs are exacerbating an already challenging job market grappling with inflation. The sudden influx of skilled workers into the job market creates increased competition for a limited number of open positions, making it even harder for laid-off employees to find new employment. This situation has the potential to create a downward spiral, further depressing economic activity and impacting consumer confidence. The broader social consequences, including increased stress, anxiety, and potential social unrest, cannot be ignored. Challenges for federal workers. Unemployment insurance provides a safety net for those who lose their jobs, but laid-off federal workers face unique challenges when navigating this system. Unlike private sector employees, who are typically covered by state unemployment insurance programs, federal employees are covered by the Unemployment Compensation for Federal Employees, or UCFE, program. UCFE, while providing some financial assistance, is often less generous than state programs, leaving laid-off federal workers with a smaller financial cushion. The maximum weekly benefits under UCFE typically replace only a fraction of a federal worker's previous wages, leaving many struggling to make ends meet. Furthermore, the process of applying for and receiving UCFE benefits can be complex and time-consuming, adding to the stress and uncertainty faced by laid-off workers. Advocates are urging for reforms to the UCFE program to make it more responsive to the needs of laid-off federal employees during this challenging time. Charting a new course, strategies for laid-off federal employees. In the face of these layoffs, it is essential for affected individuals to develop strategies to navigate this challenging period and plan for their financial future. One of the first steps is to file for unemployment benefits. through the UCFE program. While the benefits may not fully replace lost income, they can provide a critical financial bridge. Simultaneously, it is crucial to update resumes, network with contacts, and explore job opportunities in both the public and private sectors. Given the competitive job market, laid-off workers may need to consider expanding their job search geographically or exploring opportunities in different industries. Retraining programs and skill development workshops can enhance their marketability and open doors to new career paths. Additionally, seeking guidance from career counselors and financial advisors can provide valuable support and resources during this transition. Rethinking workforce reduction, exploring alternative approaches. The decision to conduct mass layoffs has drawn criticism from various quarters, with many questioning whether alternative approaches to workforce reduction could have been considered. Critics argue that voluntary retirement packages offering incentives for employees to retire early could have been offered as a less disruptive method to trim the workforce. Similarly, job-sharing programs where two employees share the responsibilities of one full-time position could have been explored to reduce labor costs without resorting to layoffs. Furthermore, investments in technology and process improvements could have been made to increase efficiency and potentially reduce the need for large-scale layoffs. Critics contend that a more strategic and less disruptive approach to workforce reduction could have been implemented, minimizing the negative impact on both individuals and the economy. Looking ahead, were layoffs the best option? Let's dive in. As the dust settles from these mass layoffs, it's time to ask the million-dollar question: was this the best way to trim the workforce? Or did we just create a ghost town in the office? The Doge aimed to streamline operations and cut costs. But let's be real. What's the long-term fallout? Are we saving pennies now to spend dollars later? The impact on thousands of federal workers, their families, and their communities is like a bad sequel. Nobody asked for it, but here we are. Moving forward, policymakers need to step up their game. We're talking robust job training programs, better access to affordable health care, and top-notch financial counseling services. Because let's face it, nobody wants to be stuck eating ramen forever. Plus, a deep dive into the UCFE program is a must to make sure it actually helps laid-off federal employees. The lessons from this experience should spark a bigger conversation about workforce reduction strategies and how to avoid turning people's lives upside down.